In the vast tapestry of human history, certain images emerge that defy easy explanation, sparking intense curiosity and endless debate. Among these, one particular photograph stands out, often cited as compelling evidence of time travel. This intriguing image was captured in 1941 during the ceremonial reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Gold Bridge, British Columbia. What appears to be a typical historical record of a community event soon reveals an anomaly that challenges our understanding of time itself. Amidst the period attire of hats, coats, and traditional dresses, one man's appearance is strikingly out of place. His clothing, accessories, and even his demeanor seem to belong to a different era entirely, specifically the late 20th or early 21st century. His modern-looking attire, including a printed t-shirt, stylish wraparound sunglasses, and a portable camera, appears to be decades ahead of its time. This stark contrast immediately draws the eye and fuels the extraordinary claims. This photograph, often dubbed the time traveler or Hipster Man photo, first gained widespread attention in the early 2000s, circulating rapidly across nascent internet platforms. It quickly became a viral sensation, sparking countless discussions, analyses, and conspiracy theories across online communities and traditional media outlets alike. The central question remains, is this man truly a time traveler, an accidental visitor from the future, or is there a more mundane, yet equally fascinating, explanation for his peculiar presence in a 1940s crowd? Let's meticulously examine the evidence, piece by piece, starting with the most debated aspect, his clothing. Specifically, the printed t-shirt he appears to be wearing. Critics argue that his modern t-shirt is actually a common sweater or jacket from the era, possibly adorned with a logo or emblem that, due to the photo's quality, appears contemporary. The M or similar letter on his shirt, for instance, could easily be a sports team emblem, a university letter, or a club insignia, all of which were common fashion elements in the 1940s. Next, his sunglasses. They appear to be sleek, wraparound shades, a style typically associated with much later decades, particularly the 1980s or 90s. However, historical records reveal that sunglasses, including some with surprisingly modern and unconventional designs, were indeed available and gaining popularity in the 1930s and 1940s. Polarized lenses, a key feature of modern sunglasses, were invented in 1929, and aviator-style glasses, with their distinctive shape, gained significant traction in the 1930s. It's entirely plausible that his sunglasses were simply a less common, but perfectly period-appropriate, design, perhaps a prototype or a niche fashion item. Perhaps the most compelling piece of evidence for time travel is the camera he holds, which many initially mistook for a compact digital camera. The sleek, rectangular shape and the way he holds it led many to believe it was far too advanced for the photographic technology of the 1940s. Yet, upon closer inspection and expert analysis, it's highly suggested to be a portable Kodak folding camera or a similar model, which were widely available and popular at the time. The angle at which the photograph was taken, combined with its resolution and age, can easily distort perceptions, making familiar objects appear alien or anachronistic. The term hipster itself, while modern in its current usage, describes a countercultural aesthetic that has existed in various forms throughout history, long before the 21st century. Individuals who dressed uniquely, embraced niche trends, or simply had a personal style ahead of their time were not unheard of, even in the seemingly uniform mid-20th century. The human mind is also prone to cognitive biases, such as pareidolia, the tendency to perceive familiar patterns or objects in random or ambiguous stimuli. Our innate desire for extraordinary explanations, coupled with confirmation bias, can lead us to interpret ordinary details as compelling evidence of the impossible, like time travel. The time traveler photo serves as a powerful example of how context, perception, and the passage of time itself shape our understanding of historical records. While the idea of a time traveler is undeniably captivating and fuels our imagination, the available evidence, when thoroughly scrutinized, points towards a more grounded, albeit still fascinating, reality. The man in the photo was likely just a fashion-forward individual, perhaps a bit eccentric or simply ahead of his local trends for his time. His unique style simply stood out in a crowd, and decades later became the perfect fodder for an intriguing internet mystery, captivating millions. The enduring allure of time travel, however, ensures that this photograph will continue to spark wonder, debate, and imaginative theories for generations to come. It reminds us that history is not always as straightforward as it seems, and sometimes the most ordinary images can hide the most extraordinary stories, even if those stories are born from our own perceptions.